this last couple of weeks, and what's her availability for today?
Um, I mean, obviously she played great, so feel really good about her confidence level. She played a lot, so really just going to kind of evaluate what she looks like when we put her out there, see how she feels. She got a little banged up, but seems to be doing well. More concerned with just fatigue, fatigue from travel and fatigue from playing heavy minutes.
Obviously, offensively, you guys play different when Caitlin's not there versus when she is there. How much has that been a struggle, I guess, in like practice and whatnot, to try to perfect how you guys play when it's kind of two different styles throughout the years so far?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that perfection is necessarily the goal. I think the goal is to try to blend the two. Um, Obviously, Caitlin is a high volume scorer, high usage rate. But we also find a lot of success when the ball gets moving side to side, and particularly baseline to baseline. And so I think finding a way to blend the two together and seeing the value in high assist percentages, in how difficult it is to guard, and continuing to kind of marry the two together. And our job, as coaches, being able to navigate the moments when we really do need to get it moving versus the moments when she's got a hot hand and hers isn't ISO ball necessarily. Um, but she's very good in the two man, and we got to also base it off of how opponents are playing us.
Given this 5 games before All-Star break in a packed amount of time, how does that impact maybe how to utilize
Yeah.
both Caitlin and everybody, quite frankly?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you don't have a ton of full practice time. I mean, thankfully we had a couple of days to start to work that, but we didn't have DD too. So so that makes it tough. You're kind of doing it on the fly. We got to be a little bit more intentional in our play calls, and particularly dead balls and after free throws, to make sure that we get what we want. And then we got to trust them to play in flow when it's in live action.
Caitlin talked about leaning on coaching staff and specifically talked about how January has
Mhm.
helped her through kind of these frustrating injuries. Just how have you seen their relationship evolve and just help her these past 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, Bree's been through it. She's been through it on a number of levels, and certainly been through it as a point guard. And so having a resource who understands what you're going through. Being injured is not just hard because you're injured; it's hard mentally. You want to be out there, super competitive, want to help your team. Frustrated with the rehab process, frustrated, with all of those things, and especially when it's your first. And for C, this is the first time that she's had to go through this. So everything from rehab and treatment and strength training to return to play is all new for her. So to have a resource like Bree that she can lean on, that can communicate with her honestly and transparently about, yes, it's frustrating, but it's necessary. I think is really an advantage for her. And then also having that point guard mentality of, now what does it look like as I'm working my way back? Like, we can't expect Caitlin to come back and just to be what she was prior, because she hasn't played in a long time. So endurance, rhythm, timing, feel, all of those things are impacted. And so allowing her and having someone that can get in her ear and talk to her about being patient with that process, but also the responsibility of getting everyone else involved and leading this team from that point guard position. So I think it's a really great resource, and I'm thankful that she has her.
Staff with kind of going off Scott's question, just minutes wise for Caitlin. I know she previously has said she doesn't like
Yeah.
minutes restrictions, but where did you all kind of land on that going into game week?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would look at it quite as a minutes restriction as much as keeping it in short bursts, right? We don't want to gas her. We don't want to fatigue her. We don't want her to get into some bad habits, just from a movement standpoint, a balance standpoint. So in my mind, I'm thinking 3 to 4 minute bursts and see what she looks like, and then give her some time to recover, and then put her out there again, and just kind of work our way through it. I'll rely on her communication. I'll rely on our experience as a staff and our athletic training experience, and we'll work through it together. Thank you.